Hi there. Today's video is about PTSD and trauma, and it's really something that we're passionate about addressing on our programs, our residential programs, as well as our non-residential programs, because it's so prevalent in so many people that are being challenged by mental health issues and often addiction or obsessive behaviours. And ultimately that's their body or their mind trying to come up with solutions and ways of dealing with the stress and the unconscious drivers of trauma or post-traumatic stress. So we really follow the lead of Dr. Gabor Mate, who approaches all addiction as a trauma state and seeks to address the true driver of addiction. So even though you would definitely still be needing a detox, and certainly you'd be working with a psychologist and addressing inflammatory markers and looking at gut health, when you add in that layer of working on a somatic level and addressing trauma from that angle and appreciating that so many of our mental health challenges and our unwanted behaviours are actually driven by trauma. And to really make it clear, trauma isn't necessarily what you or I might deem as a very significant event. We work with a lot of first responders and police officers and people that truly have been to a war zone or come out of a horrifically violent family environment, for example. And absolutely those are true trauma survivors. But a lot of the people that are dealing with trauma don't really even acknowledge or realise that they are dealing with it, that they've come out of a childhood that, even though it may be sort of happy and nothing too significant that they can speak of, when there's been a breakup in a family or even early childhood, there wasn't adequate attachment, that can actually result in various traumatic type responses or an inability to feel safe, and therefore seeking to control and prevent bad things from happening, to put it really simply. Also, a lot of people don't understand that trauma can sneak up on you. It can really take months, if not years, to show itself, or for you to truly be able to identify that actually this is a post-traumatic stress response, even though the event may have happened a long time ago, or you may not even have deemed that event significant enough to be deemed as trauma. But we really uncover that with so many addictive behaviours, with a lot of the eating disorders that we're working with, and even anxiety and depression, that underneath all of that is a really traumatic state that is activating certain behaviours that are unwanted. So I guess the message really is looking at so many of our behaviours and looking to see whether there's trauma underlying it, understanding that all trauma isn't a massive significant event that you may deem to be valid enough to be deemed as trauma, and also that it can come a long time after an event or a series of events has occurred, and not to be too surprised that that's actually a trauma response, even though it's a long way after the trauma.